Today is the 2nd of February 2025. To round up, I've closed the month on my Epics account with, I think, 1.95% up. I'll put the screenshot at the end of the video of the monthly performance. And yeah, so we'll just start off with what I see for the coming week. For Bitcoin, yeah, the chart looks rather bullish than bearish for me at the moment. I'd be rather looking for buys, but like the way it is at the moment, I know it's been going sideways. So I'm not putting too much into that. So we see we're like kind of caught up like in the range here, and yeah, so nothing too much to say about that. And yeah, then we'll go to gold. Also, I'm bullish on that. I bought some gold options on my stock account a couple of days ago, and I've invested into like Ignition Eagle Metals. It's a company which produced gold like about 2 months ago. So like my options are also up a very good bit, and yeah, even though I've been with them underwater for like the better part of a month, but yeah, so that's all right. Yeah, so like with gold, there isn't really too much to say. Yes, it will very likely retrace, will likely touch some level and some build up, but I believe that like over the span of the next month, I'm more interested in buys than sells. Then we'll go to Nasdaq, now to S&P first. Yeah, I'm bullish there. So obviously with like S&P, I'd just say statistically speaking, you're better off just taking buys on S&P instead of like hunting for like some shorts and like trying to catch some retracement. You're really better off like 99% of the times just waiting for the right conditions and then just take a buy. At least that has worked over the past 3 years. So yeah, jump on the hourly. Yeah, we are in a retracement right now. Just off the bat, I'd say that we're very likely going to do something like that, then just bounce off here and then continue up. That can happen, but it can also just like sweep the slow and then just go straight up. So it's kind of keeping my eyes open. With Nasdaq, also the same thing. We could like sweep the low and bounce back up, or we could just like flip off here. So yeah, I'm just, despite how the chart looks, I'm rather interested in buys than sells for the coming week. For Nasdaq, I'd be just targeting the high of 22.75, and yeah, so that's been it. And yeah, we'll see how far we can get with the Apex account next month, or like this month. If I'm able to pass it this month, that would be great news. Yeah, I'll just keep you updated. I don't hide anything. So yeah, honesty builds legacy. So yeah, see ya. So what's up, guys? Here I am again. I initially just wanted to do like a quick weekly outlook video, but I decided to follow on my plan to do a little monthly recap video on the trades that I took like in January. We'll just quickly go to the stats. Yeah, so pretty much I took about 20 trades. The high amount of trades because of the scale ends. That also explains like the low numbers for the average winning trade and the average loss. Yeah, overall the win rate, losing rate about 50-50. I think it's all right. I think the only metric which is somewhat interesting is the fact that like my average winner is about 1.5 times bigger than the average loser. That's very nice to see. considering the very low or mediocre win rate. Yeah, like the maximum run up was 2.75%. I'm currently at 9.5%, so I'm like have drawdown of 0.8%. So the first trade next month, like this month in February, will be taken with 0.5% initial risk, because I have to be quote unquote a little bit more careful on the side because of the trading and drawdown, which is 3% with like 100k of Apex. Yeah, so we'll just go over the trades. My mantra for the month: best loser wins, as of time of God. Kind of my initial plan for the month was 9:45 till 12 is the time when I'm looking chart, 15 to 60 minutes primarily. We're looking for a clear high time frame structure. We're looking for 1 to 2 hour targets. Something very obvious. I was primarily looking for continuation after consolidation, especially like in trading markets. That's like what you want to see. And the entry model, yeah, maybe divergence. I haven't used it like at all that month. I was like doing that a lot in December. Stop order for the initial position. I used that for about 90% of the time. There were a couple of instances where I didn't use that, and I got the, I could say, the bill for that very quickly. Inversion breaker candle, 15 H1 engulfing candle, or rejection candle. I pretty much, that's been also the thing I've been doing. 0.75% risk. Yeah, I'll be a little bit more conservative with this. Actually, I'll do set. Yeah, and yeah, I'm just kind of following the rules. So as you can see, I haven't like followed like the rule of like 6 to 8 trades per month, nor 9:45 thing. Yeah, so trade 1. 15-minute chart. 10 in the morning. Yeah, a little bit maybe unlucky. Oh, then I had like a winner here. I'll just scale in, zoom in on the charts. I think with the buy stop, it looks pretty much like a buy stop. We're looking for like a gap. We got stopped out, little profit on the day. I can't really say anything to that. Looks normal. I think that was like actually a very decent trade, which I had. Yeah, so I went in here on the 15 5-minute scale and on the 1 minute. When it comes like the scale ends, I tend to do them on the 1 minute and to trade a stop, because I'm a fan of the 15-minute chart, but I'm not a fan of just blatantly ignoring the lower time frame, because you shouldn't pay too much attention to the low time frame, in my opinion, but you should be ignorant towards that. So I think the low time frame is definitely, if you do it right, it's definitely very helpful to get valid scale-ins very early on and to do the best out of your trade. Also break-even trade after CPI. Trade cancelled. Okay, scalp. It's like very late in the day also, as it looks like. Yeah, so we got stopped out there. Yeah, I know with my journal I should really do it differently, because like this I can't really open the pictures, but yeah, it's kind of ass. 1 minute. Okay, I see too much mingling on the low time frame. I think I can recall this trade here. Oh yeah, then I remember also this one. Yeah, I'd like to little fuck up, so I just was a little bit emotional. Kind of took trades which I shouldn't have taken. Trade 9. I think this was like a break even. Kind of looks like a break even. Then the SFI re-entered here. I think I can also recall this one. Kind of looks like a break even again to me. Wait, yeah, likely. Trade 11. Break even. Yeah, it's alright, 15-minute buy stop. That looks like a little profit trade. Yeah, that looks decently. Which time frame? 5 minutes. It's London. Yeah, you know. Again, so like usually I kind of look for a New York session, but like if it's trending and it makes sense, I'm not abstaining from London because the thing is, I live in Germany. I don't live in the United States, so for me, I have no problems trading in London. It's like 9 a.m. for me, and I'm like in uni there also, so I'm on the computer anyway. So um, trade 14. That was a break even. It was decent, but I think here the issue because I've scaled in and my break even point was not that ideal that I just pulled it to break even instead of like the quote unquote last sensible point, so that's why I took an unnecessary break even here, which could have been like a decent profit. Oh, I also remember this one. That was like a very clean trade. Yeah, bam, bam, bam. Bought in on the wave, sold here. Then with like some news later, if I'm not mistaken. And I had like some issues with trader weight, so it collapsed the trade there. Was alright. Here on gold, I also remember this one. I took a 0.4% L. Was like after it was something I think after news, and I was like 1 point something percent up on the weekend. I was like super excited. Okay, yeah, man, I'm gonna get like 2% that week. And I knew, man, this shit was kind of mediocre because like the target on the daily didn't look good or nothing, and then yeah, I just kind of like got stopped out. Then like I had here the report, but then you see 1.8%, now 1.65. Good win rate. Yeah. Here trade 17. That was unnecessary because I was at work there, or like at uni at work. Kind of for me like the same thing because I work at the university too. Yeah, man, when this shit was here, I'd been on a fucking. I've been working with a device where I couldn't take a break, so I just had like my sub trade to break even, but I couldn't get it beneath here, which would have made sense. So I kind of left a good chunk of money on the table. It was like about 0.3%, which I left on the table. Trade 18. Gold, 1 minute. Okay. Kind of looks goofy. Break even. Yeah, was alright, I guess. Trade 20. 5-7. Yeah, also looks alright. I tried to stop aggressively. Yeah. It was like in the PM session, yeah. So it was also alright. I think I made like 0.6% on this one too. Here, yeah, I took like about I think a 0.3% L. Like at here, and then like a bicep above. Like at a bicep, and then like at the second bicep there. The second bicep was not triggered, but the first one was, so it just, yeah. Happens. Then we get to the shitty trades. So those were like the last trades for the month, which gave me like some unnecessary drawdown. Which were on the last day, because there was like FMC like on last Wednesday. It was for FMC, and I said in the Discord in the morning, man, I'm not gonna take a trade. This shit looks mediocre, but on the same day or the day before, I had a little fallout with my girl or a girl, whatever I want to fucking say it. And yeah, and kind of this shit, I don't know, kind of affected me a little bit emotionally, if you could say it like that. And also, I wasn't like, in my prime, if you could say it like that day emotionally. And yeah, so I just tried to take trades. It's weird, like the Bitcoin trade, I got like a ridiculously shitty fill, as you could say. I got like filled down here, even though it was fucking there, and that's like futures that should not happen at all. And then I just collapsed the trade for like I think 0.1% L, and did eventually run up. So it was also nonsense because like in the higher time frame it's bullish. I tried to see things which weren't there, and then like another trade on gold. Here I took a 0.3% L, and in my opinion, even though it wasn't like the biggest loss in the month, it was the most stupid loss in the month. And that was why after that I said, okay, fuck that, I'm not trading this month anymore. So yeah, here we got in, we scaled in, everything was all right. You know, you could say, okay, here you would kind of trail the stop beneath there. And yeah, then we got here, I scaled in again, which was way too fucking early. Like the second scale was way too early, so like quote unquote too much risk exposure. And I had like my stop loss trade here. Then I thought, oh, it's this shit is gonna go retrace. Then I did here, and then I traded down again. So I did like the fucking cardinals of trading. I fucking opened up risk again, which you should never ever fuck do. If it's at break even, never let it go. Like let it become loose again. If it's at break even, it's at break even. And I let that happen. So that has cost me like 0.3%, which was super fucking stupid. And then was like the decision which I made, okay, I'm locking in the 2% on the month, and then I'll just wait till February, and I'm like not selling the beans anymore. And also like the past like Thursday and Friday hadn't been that great for trading too, so I think it was the right decision. And yeah, so we'll just kind of start February anew. We'll be fresh, you know, first trade of 0.5% risk. And yeah, so also I'll consider maybe doing the journal a little bit more friendly for like next video. Maybe I'll just put the screenshots in the PowerPoint so I can just click through them. And yeah, because I kind of want to do like another recap video in February too, because I'm not gonna fuck up this account, you know, this shit is not gonna happen. So yeah guys, if you've watched till here, yeah, shout out to you, really cool. And yeah, so see you and have a good start into February.
Dime pa' dónde vamos después de la playa, si no sé cómo.